Welcome to week 1 of the Elestriad, where Drewby, representing the Wind Pantheon, and ALS throws down against Magnitude, representing the Water Pantheon and Poseidon. These two epic casters are excited for this clash, and they're going to be breaking down their deck profiles and their first week of pack openings in this video. Be sure to show some love, hit that like button down below, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And of course, let me know who you think is going to win in the comments section below. We'll have the full match going up tomorrow. And don't forget to check out shop@elestrals.com to pick up your own starter decks, test your stellar luck, and have some fun playing the brand new TCG Elestrals. Let's dive into their openings.
What's going on, guys? My name is Drew, aka Drewby, and I'm a Pokemon content creator. I've been creating content for like 9+ years at this point, but more importantly, I've been playing card games my whole entire freaking life. I played Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball Super, and currently I play the One Piece card game. But more currently, as you can see here, we got some beautiful Elestrals product coming in hot, courtesy of Dan and the Elestrals team. I do want to say thank you for having me participate in this beautiful event called the Elestriad.
Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude, and it's been a while since I've said that. It's also the first time I've ever had a video editor. So I am going to make use of that, and we'll see what I can get away with. I started doing Pokemon YouTube in 2007, stopped in about 2022. I've been friends with Dan for a while, many years now, and he came to me with a card game that he was making, asked me for some thoughts initially, and then made me a pretty big part of it, and now I'm the guy making the app. So what got me into the Elestriad is Dan asked me. No, so this making a card game has been a dream of mine forever. So I am beyond stoked that Dan asked me to be a part of the team, no matter how small. This has been the journey of a lifetime, and it's nice to see the fruits of my childhood dreams come true.
And we're going to open 2 starter decks, and we're going to open 6 packs from this beautiful box right here. And with all those cards, it should be 121 in total. We will make a beautiful deck and play our games for you guys, and it's going to be an absolute blast, and I'm very excited. So, what do we got going on? We have chosen the Wind archetype, which is led by the deity ALL HOLOS. Like I said, we're going to open these 2 up. We're going to sleeve up any beautiful cards that we may pull, courtesy of these sleeves. They're going to be a little bit of a glare going on, but like I honestly love these sleeves. We'll show them off when they're actually out of the thing better for you guys, and then we have the 6 packs that are going to come out of this booster box right here of Elestrals. Look at that. Look at this beautiful. Look at those sparkles, man. Tell me that's not amazing. So, transparency's sake, I already tore them a little bit just to make life easier on this recording, because no one wants to sit here while I flutter around doing that. So, let's dive into these starter decks right now, and let's see what we got going on in these starter decks. Oh, they actually come with dice. Look at that. We get a beautiful D20 with the Elestral symbol being the 20 spot, if you can see right there. Yeah, it's pretty clear. My hands, I can't, my brain can, there we go. My brain cannot comprehend the camera, but we got that. Now, the starter decks have a chance to get a stellar art in there, which is basically a shiny and alternate form of it's basically alternate card art, which is really freaking cool. Get a little guide here. We got the deck right here, my friends. Pantera is in the building. I love this card. It is incredible. A little bit of a glare right now with the packaging on it. And then what we got in this, guys? It's just filler. This is just filler. Okay, nothing crazy there. Let's open this up and see what we got going on here.
So since I don't have 2 fancy cameras, what I'm going to be doing is going to be showing you, these are the items that I'm going to be utilizing today. I'm going to be showing you, hopefully the editor has me opening these in super fast motion with that, you know, rewind or fast forwarding sound in there, and that way you can see that I'm actually opening these. And then when I cut to a different camera angle where I'm, you know, it's instead of my weird face, it's my weird hands, and you can see me opening the cards, and I'll talk more about those there. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's open them right now. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just kind of tell you why I chose the deck that I chose, and that is the Water deck with Majesty. Man, so I have been on this since near the beginning. The first Elestral was designed. I've been responsible for mechanics of the game. No stellar. I've named Elestrals. I have been you know, a big part of the whole design process, and I wanted Majesty to be good for so long. I think my favorite deck actually is Centaur, but Majesty is one that I think got such a buff. Majesty has gotten so much better, and I really, really think that it is way better than a lot of people say that it is. And I'm either going to prove them right or wrong, one way or the other. But
let's check in with Drewby now to see if they're going to pull a Stellar Hydrake out of their starter deck.
This is a really good card, and it's kind of easy to get out because its previous forms, basically the first stage, when it gets knocked out, you get the second. When the second is knocked out by battle, they're both by battle. When they're knocked out, you get the next stage. So 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. When it's knocked out, boom, you get it from the deck or hand to the field. And that is pretty much why it shows us. Plus other design of Pantera. It is just beautiful. Over here, there's a Hydrake. So there's gonna be no Stellar. I think would have been right there, the Hydrake. So these are the previous formats. The second stage right here. Just going in little by little. Even the Aeromare and the next stage of the Glidesdale over here, I like it. Another great part of this deck is with the Aeromare. Basically, when it ascends to its next form, the Glidesdale, you could attach it as like pretty much an equip to the Glidesdale. And now Glidesdale cannot be KO'd by card effects when the Aeromare is attached to it. And not only that, you can expend 1 wind, it can attack twice, and it gains 5 attack, which is actually seems really good in a draft format as well. Going on, it is P-Gust. This I actually like as well. This is a nice little removal card. When it receives 1 or more winds, you can target and destroy a rune. So if there's anything on the field, any kind of equips, any kind of thing going on, you can just boop, there it goes, bada bing, bada boom, it's gone. So we got some good removal there in the beautiful P-Gust. Exaltation, like another beater going on. So I'm very excited to give this deck a go.
So this is just, this is just a quick run through of the deck. I really like annoying people when I play against them with things they don't think they're going to be annoyed by. And I really think that I can frustrate some people into making some mistakes with just absurdly high defenses, because it's not a strategy that's often played. So I'm hoping also now, by me saying that, they're not going to plan for that, because I was totally just joking.
Alrighty, so before we crack this boy completely open, I do want to say we have the 20. This is for your Spirit deck. So these are the Spirits. We got 20 here for the Spirit deck. Sleeves for your Spirit deck and your main deck. And here we go. We get the Pantera, the full art Pantera as the box topper. You better believe this is going right in the deck. And let's choose our 6 packs right now. Alright, now I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go 1, 2. I'm not going to choose all from one side. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to set this aside so nobody thinks shenanigans are happening. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Ooh, I like it. They have a nice, like, solid. It just feels like the old school Pokemon packs, when they were like nice, thick. They're just, oh, look at that, so easy, so simple, beautiful. As I struggle, it opened easily, but I'm the one struggling over here. Come on, come on. I've been so nervous lately. Opening the packs is like the One Piece packs. They're so bad. And like I end up bending the cards by accident. And this was nice. There's space for the cards, and I didn't end up jacking anything up there. All right, here we go. I think we'll do it just like that. We got a P-Gust, Quackle, Jolting. So right off the bat, we got a little synergy there. We got some Electric types. We got another P-Gust there. So that's gonna be great. Maybe even more removal if we need outside the starter decks. Nimbug, another P-Gust. Look at that. We can definitely use that. At least 4 now. Thunderstorm, a nice removal there. Target and destroy a rune for 2. Electric Spirit. We have a Bag of Winds. Tornado. Target an opponent's rune and return it to their hand. So we can bounce if we need. And look at that. We have Pandasin or Pandasign. Can we get that ability there and get the glare to go away? That would be awesome. The sparkle, the shiny. Look at this, dude. Look at that. Look at that. That is so beautiful.
That was an incredible first pack from Drewby, but can Magnitude top it? Let's take a look.
I'm going to be looking for hopefully cards like maybe Mustation, just to really swap some attacks and defenses on people. Other small talk. Well, I'm not at all struggling to open this sticker in the slightest. There's no way that I'm stalling in any way. And there is not a stellar box topper. This whole thing has been a waste. Sorry, Dan, just kidding. Okay, so we got to pick 6 packs. We're gonna go just Maybe Caprigo will be nice. Honestly, though, we're gonna open packs, and then I'm gonna give thoughts real quick as to what hopefully what can be added to the deck. But I also don't want to like totally give away what I'm gonna be doing for week 1, so I could be lying to you. I could be lying to you. I could be saying strategies that I have no intention of employing, just to throw you off. I have no idea what the card trick is. I've heard it 1,000 times, but I never committed it to memory. Again, this is just not something I've done really anymore. So we're just gonna open the cards as we get them, and you guys just gonna have to deal with it. And hopefully, find me whimsical and endearing in a way. So we have Mount Olympus. Oh baby, Island of Aola, Drops of Leith, Golden Apple of Discord, Charon's Obol, a little Astrabid action, a little Arrowmare. I named that card, by the way. A little Syracuse. Ooh, Amphiric. Oh man. And I do have Fire Spirits in this deck, so that is phenomenal. Super pumped about that. And then a Water Spirit, which, in case we need some extras for some reason.
Next pack for our... let me keep these on camera so no one thinks I'm doing any shenanigans here. All right. Pack number 2. Like I said, nice and easy to open, and it's nice and thick as well, so you're not gonna mess up any of the cards. Drops of Leth or Leaf. Reveal a number of cards from your hand, then shuffle them into your deck and draw that many +1. So usually in card games, it's kind of like a -1. You shuffle back your hand and then draw what you had, and obviously the card you play doesn't count because you removed this, so you basically lose one card. But this one, you draw what you had and then +1. That's pretty cool. Maybe we play that, maybe we don't. Alright, let me just do that real quick. Golden Apple of Discord. Send it you with our deck most likely, but hey, we got it. Charon's Obol. Until the end phase, when Elestral is destroyed in battle, you can draw a card. Pretty nice there. I like that. Get a little, if you know you're gonna get knocked out there, boom, you can draw a card out of it. Helios Chariot Ride. Kraken. I love this design, man. So cool. Alright, likable. We could probably use this in our deck if needed. 3 body plus the removal of a card from his hand could be really freaking good. Griffiths, not too much in a just yet unless we pull that. Spark it, and we get a Rhyceros. As long as this Rhyceros is enchanted, Elestrals cannot attack the turn they are cast unless they are electric enchanted. Look at that. This could be pretty solid for us. 2/4 body. Look at the shininess, man. Look at that. It looks so freaking good.
No, so I'm looking. I'm looking for. I guess really, when I say flood the field, not only is that a pun, that's also kind of my strategy. I kind of want to just flood the field with just annoying things that are tough to deal with on their own, and then when you get a bunch of them, it kind of throws you off because you have to kind of pivot on your strategy. Now, when I go winless in the Elestriad, we can look back and go, well, he had no idea what he was talking about. But until then, we got Amp Up, Elachick, Quackle, Jolton. We have absolutely no Thunder Spirits, though. At least I don't think so. We may. I might have just skimmed by them. We do not. I was absolutely wrong. Nimbug. Ooh, Blazerus. Waspire. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking, baby. I have 5 Fire Spirits in there off the gate. I'm hoping to get some more. Falacane and a Lycoris. I am a big fan of this right-hand column here.
All right, open them up. See what we got going on. Another thing I really like about Elestrals, when you open the pack, the cards are behind you. Because sometimes, when you open other cards, they're forward, you get a little disheveled, and then you spoil yourself of what you pulled. This ain't the case, because they are looking, they're facing your back. Earth Scout. Smog. Seer. Oh my god, is that all of them? Is that all of them in a row? That's freaking incredible. Beautiful. Ignector. Warmite. Ooh, all fire right now. Scythe of the Meter. Earthquake. Ooh, a good removal card. 2 grass. Enchant. Target and destroy another. Straight up 1-for-1. Pop something of your choice. Beautiful. Another Refuse. And another Pandasin, dude. Look at that. Alright, so basically I'm just going through the cards. I might, obviously I don't think I'm going to play Splash and Fire with this. I mean, I could, but most likely I'm going to go for, the Electric, Grass, and Winds. Would be, what I would, aim to go for in my build. But we'll see what we actually splash. Right now, we're just getting ourselves options over here, what we got going on. And honestly, 2 Pandasin, Rhyceros, our beautiful Pantera over here. We got some options, man.
Let's go pack number 3. Here we go. We have an Earthseer, Volcanic Forge. I'm running out of. It's all right. Atlantis. You know what? I'm gonna. No. It's not all right. We're doing it live. We're making an adjustment on the fly. You know what? I've made videos for 15 years. I've never had an editor. This is exciting for me. I apologize. It was annoying for you as a viewer, but this is not something I've had before. I'm just very excited to see what comes of it. We got Carrion, Pelaquarius. Ooh, Pelaquarius. Scythe of Demeter and an Exalter. Another Nexus creature with the spirits of the deck that I have. Yes, sir.
All right, here we go again. The Earthseer, Ignector, Warmite, Crackhead. We also might splash Water, because Water has some good stuff in there as well, but we'll see. It depends on what you pull, obviously. Sluggle, Globby, Foamy. This is a good card. When this Foamy is destroyed in battle, you can special cast Elestriad with enchantment cost 1 water from your deck in defense position. So again, this guy dies, you get a free card of your deck. That is phenomenal. Water, so we might not be going in. Bag of Winds again, and Rise from the Ashes. Oh my god, we're getting the pulls, man. We are getting the pulls, baby. What does this beautiful card do? Target an Elestral in your underworld, and it's Monster Reborn, dude.
Okay, we have an Ignector, a Warmite, a Crackhead. It's going to be in the water creature pile, which I'm trying to sort them. A Sluggle, a Typhlant, a Blazerus, a Waspire. Oh, no, yes. And an Imperial, if only we had any Thunder Spirits to make use of this. But we don't.
And here we go once again. The Earth Scout, Earth Smog, Amp Pump. Maybe we splash it in, maybe we don't. We do have one there. Elechick, a Divine Rune to be exact. Add it to our hand. That's a nice little card. Play for 1 and see what we got going on for more searching in the deck. Trident of Poseidon. Cool card. Tsunami. Yes, another potential splash card right here. That could be a nice card we could throw in. Thunderbolt of Zeus. We're not probably going to have Zeus here, but we pull a Sonicore. This thing looks incredible. Let's get a close-up of this bad boy right here. Look at that. Look at those sparkles, man. Look at that. And what does he do? This Sonicore cannot be chained by counter runes. Okay. And as long as the Sonicore is in attack position, players cannot cast. Oh my god. So if we get this onto the field, casting counter runes against it, so like this Pantera is very prone to being like, oh, well, I lost my 2-drop because he removed it with a counter. Well, guess what? Sonicore is on the field. Now you can't target it. That is beautiful. That is good. You can't counter rune it. So it could be really good there, regardless of the 7-2 body. Great beater. Phenomenal to have. And that, honestly, is probably going right in as well.
Could get a couple, maybe 2 Fire Spirits in these 2 packs. I would be over the moon. Volcanic Forge, and Atlantis, a Mount Olympus, an Island of Aeolia, Drops of Leith, Globby, Foamy, yes sir, Ivory, Gadabolt, okay, and the Lycoris.
But let's see, last but not least, in this pack over here, P-Gust, Sorlet, Foloi Forest, Volcanic Forge, Atlantis, another Thunderstorm that could go right in, destroy a target rune, or target and destroy a rune. Beautiful. Nice little splash card. Bag of Wings, Tornado. And we're getting all these hollows, dude. A Pharaohs. Off the bat, what does this guy do? Beautiful design here as well. Check that out. Nice little close-up for you guys there of the sparkly goodness and the card itself. And what does it do? Next is up to 2 water. When you do, you can draw a card for each water that a card receives that way. So basically, put 2 water on the field as you like, and then for each one you did, draw a card. Phenomenal splash of water. That we can actually do that, you know. It's just a way to draw more cards. We can splash in some blue there if needed. And those are our 6 packs. We're gonna build our deck, and that is when you guys will see me next. We're going to have a deck ready to go. So that is that. We'll see you then. Much love to you once again. Thank you to Dan and the Elestriad teams for having me aboard. And we will see you guys soon.
Guys, this is the last one. But so far, though, I am seeing already some substitutions I can make. I have not been secretive about them either. So I have an Elechick. I have a lot of electric and a lot of thunder and no thunder spirits. Jolton, Nimbug, Drataya. That's a Don't pile. Waspire. Haha, it's another Kinleo, baby. Griffuse and a Glidesdale. I named this thing also. And a Glidesdale and a Water Spirit. Okay, so those are the cards that I have pulled. I will catalog them all up. That you don't need to know that. I don't know why I'm telling you that. And I'm gonna Polish goodbye this. I'm just gonna end it very abruptly without saying any closing thoughts or not even trailing off, like, you know, not even having like a natural end to the conversation.
And that's gonna conclude the pack opening for today, but now it's time for us to see what decks these casters are gonna bring in their epic clash. Drewby, you're up first.
We have my deck here. We are going to go, you know what, I don't want to get too, I don't want to spoil anything too just yet, but we're just going to go over my deck right now, explain what I got going on, and show you what we got. Pretty much straightforward. So right off the bat, obviously, 3 Hydrake, a beautiful, phenomenal Elestral. What this Elestral does, it is a 1-wind enchant. When he dies in battle, hits the underworld. You get to bring a Twin Draw from your deck or hands out onto the board. We're going to have 2 Twin Draw, because you don't really need 3 and 3, because, like, you have 3 of these, 1 hits the field, then you have, like, I don't know, you don't need the ratios to be even. It's just like a 3, a 2, and then we have, where'd you go? There you are. 3, 2, and 1. Now, we had the option to run 2 Pantera. I was going to do it originally, but I didn't want to do that, because, like, if it's in your hand, you can still play it, because Twitch says from your hand or deck as well. But I did want to have the opportunity to maybe get 2 and get a little greedy, but there's no point in doing that. We just got the 3 Hydrake, 2 Twin Draw, 1 Pendragon, Pantera, because so we got going on. They're a phenomenal lineup, and they search each other out, and then when this is sent to the underworld by, I think it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can special cast the Hydrake and Twin Draws from your underworld back to the field. So only by a card. If it's ran over in battle, you ain't gonna get that. But either way, a phenomenal lineup there, and like pretty much a standard go-to, I would say, in any win deck. So that's that. Then we got the Aramare Glidesdale combo. What's so good about these cards? I'll tell you right now. Well, first of all, if I had 3 Aramare, I'd be playing that all 3 without a doubt. Whether I had Glidesdales at 3, 2, 1, or 0. Obviously, we have 2 from the structure deck, but even if we didn't, a 4/5 body for 1 Wind Spirit is actually insane. If you go first, you can put it in defense mode. Not many things can run it over. For example, in Steve or Magnitude's deck, he might have Mustache, which can go from make itself from a 1/6 to a 6/1. This could get right over there. But most of the times, this is going to be hanging on the field for a while. And then when it does, next turn, you can naturally ascend into Glidesdale. And then when you do, Aramare says when this card is used to ascend off of it, you attach it to the Elestral that is ascended into it, and that Elestral cannot be targeted or destroyed by an opponent's Elestral effect. It forces them to get over it by battle only. And then when it sets to Glidesdale, Glidesdale says you can expend 1 wind, it becomes a 12/5, and then when Aramare is indeed attached to it, it can attack twice. So you spend 1, you get 2, 12 attacks in there. Phenomenal stuff. Pretty self-explanatory, but like I said, if I had 3 Aramare, I'd be playing 3 because a 4/5 body is actually insane for a 1-drop. Next, the beautiful P-Gust. Why is this card phenomenal? I'll tell you why right now. It is a 1 cost for 1 wind. You play it. You have a 2/3 body. When you play any Elestral, they indeed gain a Wind Spirit. And then when you do that, bada bing, bada boom, P-Gust says when it gains a Wind Spirit, pop a rune. So there's a lot of decks that are going to have runes that as their engine or just building their advantage. Well, guess what? We're getting rid of that, and we have 3 ways of doing that with 3 P-Gust. That's exactly why we have our 3 P-Gust there. And it's a 2/3 body. Nothing crazy, but again, you can ascend off of it next turn if it survives, and again, it is here for the utility and the removal. That is pretty much why P-Gust is phenomenal. Then, probably my favorite card. This card is insane. Anything with less than 5 defense and no counter rune interference is dying to this. You play it for 1 wind, it's a 5/1 body, you expend 1 wind, so basically you burn yourself for 1, and you change the battle position of an Elestral on, is it the field? Of an Elestral, as it is wind enchanted. So obviously versus a win mirror match. It might not be as good, but it's still a 5-1 body. Steve is playing water, and he's going to have a mixture in there of other things as well, obviously. So, again, we put something into defense position. If it's less than 5 defense, it's getting ran over. Might even have the field card out. I could be 6-2 now, you know, if it has less than 5 or less than 6. Well, it's getting ran over now, you know. Then we have 2 Exaltair. I don't know if you put this card just yet. It's not crazy. It's not amazing. It's just a 3-2 body. When you cast him, you can Nexus up to 2 wins when you have him. And if you do, your opponent burns for 2. So it could be a nice little cheesy way to end the game. It could be, you know, well, my opponent has 3 left. I do this. I Nexus 2 wins. And now I can beat over something. He takes 2, and then he takes 1 from the battle, and now he's gone, you know. Just a cheesy way to end the game. And 3-2 body is not horrendous, not great. Just pretty average, I would say. This card is phenomenal. Elestriad is beautiful. For 1 Thunder Spirit, we are playing and Wind, Thunder, and we'll get into the rest in a bit. But for now, we're just going to the Thunder part of the deck. When you play the Elestriad, what you do, you get a Divine Rune from your deck to your hand, and our Divine Rune of choice is, obviously, ALL. This is why we only run 1 ALL. We do not need any more ALL over here, because Elestriad is basically Elestriad and ALL all in 1 card. Unless something crazy happens and his ability is negated. For example, maybe a Gorgon's Eye is played on if my opponent's feeling zesty. Well, guess what? Now I have no abilities and I can't attack. But if that doesn't happen, we get the ALL, and now we play the ALL. We pay 1 to cast it, and we can enchant up to 3 more, up to 4 more. So we'll do another 3, and then we'll remove 2, and then we can get any 1-drop wins from the deck. Now, why is that important? Well, tell you right now, if we need to get over a body, we get the Sorlet, and we can play the Sorlet and run over. Obviously, we didn't play Elestriad this turn. This is talking about next turn, or maybe even if we special ascended this bad boy, we could also play this. But basically, next turn is what we prepare for. We get Sorlet if we want to run something over. We get P-Gust if we need to pop a rune. We get Aeromare if we need a body and we try to ascend into Glidesdale next turn, or just ascend in general. And then we could get, like, obviously Exaltair, or we need to get our engine going. We have Hydrake as well. So a phenomenal searching card there. And that is why we only need 1. You don't gotta go crazy and run 2 and like burn yourself for 8 there. 1 should be plenty, especially with the Elestriad searching for it. And yeah, that's honestly all we got going on there. It is a phenomenal card. It is a beautiful 1-drop, and it helps the deck flow, thin your deck out, and help you get to the next cards you may need. We have our Rhinoceros, a 1-of, or I'm sorry, Rhinoceros. Oh, it's a 1-of. Basically, when he is enchanted with 1 Thunder Spirit, your opponent has summoning tickets. What does that mean? They cannot attack the turn they are played. So in this game, when you play an Elestral, you can attack the same turn. You don't attack, but you attack the same turn. You can play it. With this guy on the board, we say no to that. And that's actually just set your opponent back a whole entire turn. They can't attack, and now you build your board, and you can swing at them for hopefully big damage the next turn. But if they are Thunder Enchanted, well, guess what? It ain't working. But the other Elestrals that aren't Thunder Enchanted may not be able to attack. So it's still worth running, in my opinion, at a 1-of. It's nothing crazy. 2-4 body. Body isn't that crazy, but again, it's a 1-drop for 1 Thunder Spirit, and something like this is there on your opponent's side of the field. So that's phenomenal. Ash Rabbit, this card is absolutely nutty. 2/5 1-drop, playing in defense position. 1 Thunder Spirit, it's in defense. Top 3, grab a card, not Elestral, not Rune, not Divine Rune, not Counter Rune, card. So you don't gotta show it to your opponent. Top 3, grab a card in your hand, shuffle the deck. 2/5 body, and then next turn, if it survives, you could ascend on top of it, or bring out, I don't know. It's just a great body to have. So we got the beautiful Ash Rabbit going. Next, Boom Bat, another amazing utility card. What this card does, you play it for 1 Thunder Spirit. You disenchant 1 Thunder, you pop himself, you pop an Elestral of your choice. So that is the Boom Bat right there. Then we got 1 Quackle. Why do we have Quackle? Well, basically what I have 7 Thunder Spirits for 11 Spirit worth of Elestrals. So we want to get those back. It's also just healing in general, so we can keep our Thunder portion of the deck going. Then we have the beautiful Jolting. What does Jolting do? You play it, and you get a Stadium from your deck. Now we have 2. Why do I have 2 here? Only like 1 AOS? Tell you right now. I play mine. Great, awesome. My opponent plays theirs. plays theirs. You only have one stadium on the board at a time. Well, there goes mine. That sucks. Well, guess what? I got another now, and I can go on top of yours, and now I'm back in control. So I think it's worth having 2 of just for that aspect right there, and then it's per wind enchantment. Now, most of the times, my, like, Thunder Elestrals will not have wind on them, but they could. I can misenchant if I need to at the time, and they could get a boost from that, you know? But that's basically why we have 2 there, and the Jolted as well. It's a great little package there, and that is that. Next, we have Lycabolt. Now, this card's a little iffy in the deck. I wasn't sure if I was going to play it or not, but I think the ability is too good to pass on. Now, before we get into that, another card I was thinking about running was, it was either Lycavolt or Spark It. Now, Spark It says, Nexus 2 Thunder Spirits. When you do, look at an opponent's hand and discard a card from it. What this guy says, what Lycabolt says is, the first part involves Amp Pump. I don't have any because I didn't really pull it. I pulled one, so it's pointless. But the second part is what we're concerned about. When Lycabolt destroys an Elestral in battle, look at your opponent's hand and discard a card from it. So I think with my deck, it is more likely that I'm going to be able to ascend into Lycabolt than Nexus to Thunder Spirits. So that is why I have this. The 6/3 body is pretty mediocre for an Ascended Elestral, but I think it's more likely to get that off than the Spark It. Yes, this costs 1, this costs 2, but I still think I can even misenchant and like ascend this over a Wind Elestral and maybe get it out that way. I just think it's more likely this is going to happen than Nexus into Thunder Spirit. So that is why I have the Lycavolt there. Then we have Sonic Core, a beautiful, beautiful card that we pulled as well. 2-drop Thunder Spirit to ascend into, and then he cannot be responded to with counter runes. When his cast cannot be countered. And then when he's in attack position, your opponent cannot activate counter runes. So, basically, I want to attack with what I got, and I don't have to worry about counters. That is what Sonic Core does at a 7/2 body. Let's get into the lineup of runes here. We have 1 Helios' Chariot Ride. I'm not too crazy about this card, but basically the point of this card is, if I know my opponent is like, I don't know, they show me they have a rune, they reveal the rune or something they gotta be using, or like, I know I need my Elestral to survive, so I can ascend to it the next turn. So basically, I have Elestral on the board. Let's just say we have Aramare. Aramare's like, yo, man, I want to survive. But my opponent's like, oh, I got a rune. Well, guess what? You draw, I activate this. No runes this turn, and now you can't run it over, I'm hoping, pretty much. And then I get my free Ascension next turn. That is why I have it. I don't know if it's like, it's not just for Aramare, it's just a good card in general. Or it's just like in general, like, oh, I'm trying to get my Ascendants. So that is that. Nothing crazy there, honestly. Rise from the Ashes. This is pretty much a monster reborn. We get a Elestral from our Underworld in attack position, and we get it. The only thing is it's very expensive. So if we do pay 3, and then we target, say, Pantera, that is a 6 cost total right there. 3 for this, 3 for him. But again, it might be worth it. You get the body back out. They got rid of this somehow. I have the Rise from the Ashes. I think it'd be really good. It is very pricey, so we got to manage our Spirit deck properly, but it can very much be worth it. Or if we just need an extra attack for the win, you know, maybe I need to get, like, I don't know, he has something on the board that I need to run over. Well, guess what? I can Rise from the Ashes a Sorlet if I don't have it in my hand, and it only costs 4 now total instead of 6, so those are the options there, and that is why I am running 1, because I only pulled 1. Rise from the Ashes. Would I run more? Probably not, but it's just it's a good card and it can swing the game for us. So we got that. Then we have Rest on Your Laurels. I was iffy about this card at first, but I think it's pretty good if you're behind. It's a one-of. We'll give it a go, see what happens. Nectar of the Gods, draw 2, self-explanatory. Ambrosia, healing. We can mix and match when we get back to make sure we get our Thunder portion of the deck back in play if needed. And now, last but not least, my techs. We have 2 Kraken, a Veritaqua, and 1 Tsunami. Now, normally, if I wasn't versing blue, I would have all 3 Tsunami in here. Well, I don't. Why is that? Tsunami only works on non-enchanted water Elestrals. I'm versing a water deck. Am I gonna be able to play this card? Probably not. But if he has like some big boy that might jack me up, and that's not water enchanted, I got the 1 Tsunami instead of the 3. This would be a 3 of in any other matchup for me. So instead, I'm running 2 Kraken, a Veritaqua, and 1 Tsunami. I only have 3 here. but it's not likely that I'm going to have all 4 of the water spirits, so I could get away with this for sure. And then, like I said, we have the Tsunami just in case he's a big Elestral that is not water enchanted. We could use that on there, but more likely, we play the Kraken, enchanted with the water spirit, and now 1 Elestral on this field has no effect and can't attack, as long as I remain enchanted and on the board. And then Takwa, we have in here as well, who combos pretty well with Sorlet. That is my deck right there, my friends. It's going to be Burton Steed, aka Magnitude, as soon as possible. Get that game out for you. But like I said, we would normally have 3 Tsunami, but because we have a water matchup this week, we're only playing 1, and it still might bite me in the butt, but we'll see, my friends. That's the deck. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for the match.
It seems like Drewby has quite the game plan going into his clash against Magnitude, but will Magnitude be able to turn the tides and ultimately take the battle with the power of Poseidon? Let's find out what he's bringing.
The first thing I'm going to do is just let you guys know the cards I got rid of and what I added so I can get these out of here and then focus on the stuff that I added. Or stuff that I... Yep, that's the right one. English. First language I speak. Krakatuga, 2 of those gone. Globby, 2 of those gone. Peliquarius, gone. Warmite, gone. And 2 water spirits, gonzo. So I can get this pile out of here. And we can focus now on what the deck is, what I added, why I added them, and why none of the plans that I am going to try to be doing this week are going to work out. So at least we can cover every base. So the cards that I added in response to those, obviously I added 2 water spirits, but they're in the pile of spirits now. I just want to leave them there. Added 2 of my Kindleo, so now we can finally put Kindleo in its own pile. You know what? I don't have room for its own pile. So I added 1 Foamy. I don't like how my arm is on the webcam cord here. Exaltair I added. I can hold them a little closer. Yeah, now we're talking. An Arrowmare and a Carrion. Those are what I added. So now let's look at the deck as a whole, and then, because I don't have 2 webcams, you can't see my face talking, so I'm hoping to enunciate a bunch of my words and kind of get across what I'm trying to say with as much emotion as I'm trying to say it, with, gratuitous hand motions that serve no real purpose other than to emphasize the fact that I am, in fact, the one talking, and I'm not a puppet being controlled. So this is the deck that I'm going to be bringing this week here. I totally spaced in the fact that this deck only has 1 Ambrosia. Didn't pull another one. That is a bummer. But let's just talk about what exactly we're trying to do based on what Drewby's going to be bringing. And hopefully everything that I'm saying now actually pays dividend in the match. So when I post this, and you'll hear my thoughts, and then you watch the match, you won't go, wow, that guy is an idiot. I don't know why I did this motion, but... So we have, obviously the staples, the Majesty. Let's just talk about why I added what I added. I don't know why I'm trying to overcomplicate this. Let's talk about Carrion. I kind of just want an answer in case he brings Pantera, because I don't have a lot of offense in this deck. And the fact that he has Sonicore means I could possibly not have my Shield of Achilles or Tsunami in play if he has a big play. So Carrion will at least allow me to do things like if he's got like a big beater, I can take control of it. So so if he has, if he's got like a Pantera or something like that, I can swing into it on my turn and then maybe use a Circle of the Sky or something like that to misenchant it or something, or give it a water spirit so I can use Galaxy with it. That's kind of what I had in mind for that. And it took me a while to gather my thoughts, but we got there. Alright, so the next, I got Arrowmare, and Arrowmare just to serve as a 4/5, powerful 1-drop. And if I happen to use it while going into Majesty, I can also just, give Majesty extra protection against effects, if that happens to be the case. But I'm mostly utilizing Arrowmare for its 4/5 status, and not really for its effects, because you can see I got rid of most of my Ascensions, aside from Majesty, so that really won't come into play too much. So Exaltair, simple. Nexus, that's why I added 2 winds as well, part of the wind Nexus, and just kind of Nexus to make them expend, just to kind of, again, the theme of this week is I don't have a lot of offense. I got to make up for that in some degree without sacrificing. I could have gone more burn by not removing Krakatuga, but I only added so many fire spirits, so I can't really rely on an interruption strategy. So I'm hoping Exaltair can help me out a little bit here. And, I could even utilize Exaltair to ascend to, Nexus some wind spirits into Arrowmare to get it to ascend into a Majesty and give Majesty a protection. Who knows? But Foamy, a third Foamy. If you're watching this video and going, wow, he had a third Foamy. I'm not sure you'll understand quite the concept of this game. No, just kidding. I mean, it's phenomenal. It works with this deck. It's phenomenal. It allowed me to get out. As you can see, I have almost exclusively 1-drop water, so I can get Molestation out. I can get a Galaxy out in a pinch if I need to, swap some stats. So good news there. And 2 Kinleo. 2 Kinleo for the fact that they can target and destroy an Elestral. And I got 2 of these bad boys. And really, again, guys, I've said it before, the theme is no offense. So I have to kind of mitigate that somehow. So what I'm kind of hoping for is that I'm not going to get overrun. That Sonic Core could pose a huge issue for me. I need ways to mitigate against if he happens to get that thing out and I'm kind of low resourced on the field. So I got rid of one of my Warmite, even though it could, essentially 1v1 Sonic Core, just because the utility that these other Elestrals can bring, I feel like will help me out against also things not named Sonic Core. So Warmite can help me out against Sonic Core. But these guys can help me out in case I get into some kind of unforeseen issues where, maybe I need to ascend even if it's misenchanted, or I need to destroy an Elestral, or I need it in a pinch to, gain control of something, to do something with it. So, I mean, there's a couple different ways I could, escape these jams if I get into them. But it's, Smoltuga to get the Kinleo. Some of the stuff is self-explanatory. Hoping to mitigate my lack of offense could be a combo of Oysteress and Galaxy, where I can bolster Oysteress' defense and then swap it for its attack, because I've got 7 water spirits on the board, so now it's gonna have 10 attack, and I can beat a Sonic Core. I've said the word Sonic Core a bunch, but I have to always make sure to remember the fact that he's got 1 Earthquake, which means he can target and destroy an Elestral. And that is going to be kind of a problem if I rely too much on kind of one method of overcoming my lack of offense. So I've got a couple here. Hoping I can get him to waste one of his Earthquakes on possibly a Foamy, because it need to be destroyed by battle. Hoping to get him to waste his Earthquake on possibly even, I could fake that Molestation is really kind of, a key that I've got, and I can maybe have him get rid of one of those. But, I assume what's going to happen is it's going to come with the worst possible time for me, and it's going to absolutely demolish me and every strategy I've ever thought of. So, guys, listen, this is... there's not a lot really to break down after 1 week. I didn't get a lot of help in my packs, I don't think. So there really wasn't a lot of moves for me to make, and a lot of the moves I made are pretty, Kinleo, great, so I'm assuming as the weeks go on, I'll be having to make more decisions based on what my opponent has and what I pull. So the videos will kind of get further away from cookie cutter, because I'm gonna have more options and I'm gonna have more things to build against. So if I'm looking forward to this week. Hope you guys are looking forward to this week, as well as plenty more hand motions by me, because again, I'm wondering what photo of me they're gonna throw up in the corner there. I'm hoping that I can choose the photo, but I guess we'll see. All right. Again, I'm going to leave it without any sort of, trailing off or goodbye. It's just going to stop abruptly.
I'm super excited about these 2 throwing down in their first clash of the Elestriad. We've got some really unique strategies and some interesting decks, and we're going to see if Steve can activate those eruptions in the late game to ultimately seal the deal. I'll see you guys for the match. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and let us know who you think is going to win in the comments section below.